guys, so we have a big breaking news coming out. Senator Bill Cassidy just dropped a bombshell, says Social Security is set to run out in 2033, triggering a 24% cut for all beneficiaries unless something changes. Wow. All right, give me a second here. Let me just pull up this information. This is coming out from U.S. Senator Bill Cassidy. And he said this: "Hey, Elon Musk, here's the answer. The Social Security Trust Fund will run short in 2033. If we do nothing, 8 years from now, all beneficiaries will be hit with a 24% cut. I have a big idea to fix the problem. Create a trust fund and invest in the U.S. economy. Capitalism and hard work can save us." Okay. So Elon 16 hours ago said, when will Social Security run out of money if nothing is fixed? So we're going to get to all this news here. Senator Cassidy is sounding the alarm here. And he has an idea to save the Social Security. All right, guys, please share this video. Very important. Make sure you subscribe and hit that thumbs up. If you guys want to help and support this channel, $1 a month Patreon will get you access to our live stream every Monday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on this platform, YouTube. So $1 a month will get you access at least once a week when it comes to news that we can talk about on YouTube. So again, the link for the Patreon will be in the description box. Also, there's another way of supporting. If you guys want to help support the channel through PayPal or Cash App, the link is also in the description box. Thank you so much for your support. It says here, the real shock. The total cost of Social Security insolvency has ballooned to $615 trillion. Man! Stop right here. What? Are you serious? A $100 trillion spike in just 3 years. And what was Biden's plan? Nothing. Cassidy's big idea suggests investing $1.5 trillion in the U.S. economy, using market-driven growth to keep the program afloat. Meanwhile, Elon Musk has long called out the unsustainable government spending that's leading to economic disaster. There should be consequences for that. You should not be overspending and just throwing money in the trash and stuff like that. That's putting our country in jeopardy. There should be consequences for those who've been abusing this country for again, a couple of decades now. The clock is ticking, and DC is sleepwalking into catastrophe. If they don't act, America retirees will pay the price. All right. Now he did, Senator Cassidy, he shared something. He put out this information here. He put out this information. He shared it to Elon Musk. And this information came out on July 8, 2024. So it says here, Social Security is in worse shape than it looks. All right, so let's see what's going on with this news. U.S. Senator Bill Cassidy penned an op-ed in the Washington Examiner sounding the alarm on a new report warning that Social Security is more financially strained than previously thought. A new update from the Social Security Trustees Fund that it would cost approximately $615 trillion to pay benefits and interest on the debt over time if we allow Social Security to go insolvent. Can't see these words, they're too light. Totally apologize. So it says here, buried in the data was the alarming statistic that the total cost of Social Security insolvency has ballooned to $615 trillion in nominal dollars. Yes, trillion with a T, not a B or M, trillion with a T. That's nearly $100 trillion increase in debt from 3 years ago, wrote Dr. Cassidy. We cannot afford to wait and see how much higher that number will go. Now, fixing Social Security is a math problem that would take political will to tackle. So we know the longer we wait, the less favorable the math becomes, and the more painful it will be to fix, concluded Dr. Cassidy. So Elon Musk is trying to figure out how to kind of save this uh, imminent collapse. We don't want to see U.S. economy collapsing. We don't want to see Social Security collapsing. We don't want to see this country going into massive uh, bankruptcy. So you have some very very important people. One of them is Cassidy. You got many others out there. Is you got everybody in that round table with Elon. Hey, we could fix this. We could fix this. Those people that was running the country for the past couple of decades, not Donald, but those other ones, the Republicans and Democrats, they really tore up this place. They spent too much. They had good time. They gave money to the world. USAID was funding the world. We need to fix this. And guys, I'm glad that they are exposing all this, but there must be consequences. People need to start getting cuffed for doing this type of stuff. They took us to $40 trillion in debt. How in the world we got to $40 trillion? Again, us Americans, many of us are still driving bike. We can't afford to buy cars, but $40 trillion in debt, how in the world that happened? You can't blame the poor. You can't blame the middle class. You can't do that. At the very end, it's all political stuff. And the biggest mistake was the American people to give the system, the bank system, to the government, because they quickly started writing checks. Social Security is in worse shape than it looks. The rot runs deeper than we thought. In May, the public received another update from the Social Security trustees confirming that the Social Security Trust Fund will be insolvent in 9 years. But buried in the data was the alarming statistic that the total cost of Social Security insolvency has ballooned to $615 trillion in nominal dollars. Yes, trillions. So I read that part. Let me just skip that. So it says here the $615 trillion account for the cost of paying benefits and interest on the debt the United States would accrue if we allow Social Security to go insolvent and deficit spend to keep it afloat over the next 75 years. This underscores both the severity of the problem and the need to stop burying our heads in the sand. When the Social Security Trust Fund is depleted in 9 years, current law dictates an automatic 21% benefit cut for all current and future retirees. Now, Congress can avoid this cut by deficit spending, but it should pursue a strategy to make the program sustainable and fairer. Now, we need a comprehensive plan that avoids massive benefit cuts or tax hikes and avoid putting us on the road towards $615 trillion in additional debt. A Senate working group I'm leading has a proposal that accomplishes both. Our big idea creates a new fund separate and independent of the Social Security Trust Fund. This new fund would invest $1.5 trillion in financial markets just like a normal pensions fund and hold it in all dividends in escrow for nearly 75 years. Assuming historically average market return, our big idea covers about 2/3 of Social Security shortfall, including the borrowing cost. The remainder can be addressed without raising taxes on seniors or decreasing their benefits. In addition to this, our proposal will repeal the windfall elimination provision in government pension offset, create work incentives, and even evergreen the Social Security Trust Fund. Fixing Social Security is a math problem that would take political will to tackle. Now we know the longer we wait, the less favorable the math becomes, and the more painful it will be to fix. Now this isn't hyperbole. We are seeking the effect in real time. Investing now may save our country and taxpayers $615 trillion in debt down the line. That seems like a worthwhile investment for almost any reasonable American. Now, the background. Cassidy led a bipartisan working group to preserve and protect Social Security. Last spring, he released the inaugural Bill on the Hill video where he asked Capitol Hill visitors from across the country their thoughts on the looming benefits cut to Social Security and presented his big idea to save, strengthen, and secure Americans' retirement system. In March, Cassidy grilled U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet on President Biden's plan to address Social Security, to which Secretary Janet admitted the president doesn't have a plan to save Social Security. She even blasted Biden. So Cassidy has discussed the big idea at a public forum with AARP on the future of Social Security, outlined his Social Security plan in the fireside chat with the Bipartisan Policy Committee and authored op-eds in the National Review, Washington Examiner, Wall Street Journal, State Affairs, and Washington Post. Here's the thing, guys. Stop going for Democrats. They have no idea what they're doing. They have no plan for Social Security. Even you had the former Treasury Secretary Janet said that President Biden had no plan to save the Social Security. He just didn't know how to do it. Again, it goes to tell you the lack of wisdom of leadership from him. The only thing he did was sign checks and give money to the world. He put the world first, and then he left us last. He put us in a real tough situation. He let in 20 million people. He gave billions of dollars across the world. He almost took this country to a massive downfall. And that right there, this would be consequences for that. You don't do that. You don't do that. Now, again, Elon and Donald and all these other people are trying to save this country because, again, you had Looney Tunes running this country. And $40 trillion in debt is no joke. It's no joke. Again, our grandkids might not be able to see that Social Security. Again, these people that's been in power, their time is almost coming. They really don't care. They want to spend whatever they can before they leave Earth. Again, when they pass away, they really don't care. They're not going to be here. So it's very important that there should be, justice should be served to those who try to bankrupt this country. There has to be consequences. There has to be consequences. But here's the problem. A lot of these people, they pardon themselves. But the Bible says, leave revenge to God. God will seek revenge. He will seek revenge. And remember, a throne was meant for righteous. Again, a leadership. Again, president is holding a throne. He has an empire. His job is to be righteous and take care of the people. Again, just like God is righteous, just like God is loving and caring. A throne was meant for righteous. But boy, oh boy, there's been a lot of wickedness. And they're going to have to answer to God. There's no running away. You can't pardon yourself in the kingdom of heaven. You can't do that. All right, so again, I pray that these people repent. What do you guys think? Leave comments down below. Will Social Security be saved? According to Cassidy, we could lose it by 2033 if we don't act now to save it. Thank you so much for watching. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, Luis Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 U.S. Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Monday, We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.